Here we go. Let's do this thing.
Na 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 na. Take a look around. Who would have thought we'd all be here? So let's mess around. 'Cause the future is all clear. We got nothing better to do. We're just trying to get through. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let the music groove you. Let the melody move you. Feel the beat and just let go. Get the rhythm into your soul. Let the music take you anywhere it wants to. When we're stuck and can't get free, no matter what, we'll still be singing. Come on, turn up the music. It's all we got, we're gonna use it. Come on, turn up the music.
Peace. Became pirates. Built teams.
Let's make the
Heard each other's stories. Were scolded by Sir Mr. Game Master, sir. Rolled ginormous beach balls. Putted through windmills. Dumped water on each other. Baked cupcakes. And shot arrows. Albeit some of us poorly. So, I offer you congrats. You've made it to the starting line. As we begin our mission this summer, I want to offer you some encouragement. A quote from C.S. Lewis. It may be possible for each to think too much of his own potential glory hereafter. It is hardly possible for him to think too often or too deeply about that of his neighbor. The load or weight or burden of my neighbor's glory should be laid daily on my back, a load so heavy that only humility can carry it, and that in the backs of the proud will be broken. It's a serious thing to live in a society of possible God and goddesses, to remember that the dullest and the most uninteresting person you talk to may one day be a creature which, if you saw it now, you would be strongly tempted to worship, or else abhor in a corruption, such as you now meet, if at all, only in a nightmare. All day long, we are in some degree helping each other to one or other of these destinations. It is in the light of these overwhelming possibilities, it is the awe and circumspection proper to them that we should conduct all of our dealings with one another, all friendships, all loves, all play, all politics. There are no ordinary people. You've never talked to a mere mortal. Nations, cultures, arts, civilization, these are mortals, and their life is to ours as the life of a gnat. But it is immortals whom we joke with, we work with, marry, snub, and exploit. Immortal horrors or everlasting splendors. This does not mean that we are perpetually solemn, we must play. But our merriment must be found, or must be of that, and it is in fact the merriest kind, which exists between people who have, from the outset, taken each other seriously. No flippancy, no superiority, no presumption. And our charity must be real and costly love, with deep feeling for sins, in spite of which we love the sinner. No mere tolerance or indulgence, which parodies love as flippancy parodies merriment. Next to the Blessed Sacrament itself, your neighbor is the holiest object presented to your senses. The challenge, think of yourself less. Look towards the cathedral, not the bricks being laid.
Life doesn't always give us in.
Our summer has barely begun, and already I'm praising God
Some
for
dots
this
they
fun-loving,
won't
goofy
connect
staff.
until
You're a staff who knows how to have fun, and I see the joy of the Lord in each and
We're
every one
not
of you,
meant
and
to
everything you
be
do.
together.
From bursting out into random song, coming up with creative and wacky nicknames for each other and our vehicles, and using your free time to beatbox with Toby. But more than that, you are a staff of godly men and women with servant hearts, living out the servant DNA. You are a staff that shows integrity. There are a lot of moving parts to this summer, but I'm confident that you all have a willingness to serve and do your jobs well for the kingdom. You have already shown your ability to work incredibly hard and put in effort. I've seen you all put in countless hours this week, and not just out of obligation, but out of willing, joyful hearts that want to serve the Lord. We have had a long and crazy week of training, but you all have continuously shown us and each other grace as well as we navigate preparing this summer. This is a small staff, and what we're doing is not for the faint of heart, but I see you all live out peace pursuit every day, being patient, kind, and pointing each other to Christ. You have all done these things and have done them while having good attitudes, and not just good attitudes, but joyful attitudes. You are each a genuine joy to be around, and I praise God that He brought each and every one of you to this team. I see His intentionality and His grace in every single person, and I'm overwhelmed with love and joy. As we begin this journey, I encourage you all to hold fast to the one who is sovereign and holy. Do not neglect spending time with Him and putting Him first, and do not neglect the gifts He has put in you to serve this summer. 1 Peter 4:10 says, "As each has received a gift, use it to serve one another as good stewards of God's varied grace." Continue in His love and grace, and through Him, I know you all will continue living through servant DNA and being good stewards of the position God has granted you.
Travel team.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still
Every last Scorpio that they shot.
Oh.
Every single one.
on a shelf in good health
But now
and
they're
good
somehow
time.
enjoying it, which kind of backfired on me.
Brought to you by Oreo Pickup.
Dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable. In the end, it's right.
When the team doesn't carry cash, so.
Here, you know, they decided to waste their money on this, but I'm smart with my money, you know.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
sun is shining and the birds are singing, so make sure you get out there today and say hi to your neighbors.
May you have auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May it take no effort in your being generous. Sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less. May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you get to rest. May you catch your
Last
breath.
one.
May the
3,
best of your
2,
todays be the
1.
worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. May the road less paved be the road that you follow. Oh. Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all. May you be as fascinating as a slap bracelet. May you keep the chaos and the clutter off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and less stress. Having no possessions, though immeasurable wealth. May you get a gold star on your next test. May your educated guesses
Joe
always
Masters
be
is
correct.
done.
And
That
may you
is the
win
best
prizes
news I have
shining
ever in
like
my entire
diamonds.
life.
May you really own it each moment to the next. Or may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. Or may the road less paved be the road that you follow.
Quite an honor to be here again. I kind of had my words back. I would not be here, but nonetheless, you all came out and voted, and you all voted for me. As you can tell, I'm here once again. It is phenomenal, it's fantastic, and as a part of my new presidency, I've decided to sign an executive order providing a memento to the greatest film of all time. It is truly the greatest. They asked me down, what is the greatest film in it? And I didn't answer. So, I have decided to enact my first bill, which is the Circle of Life. I ask that you all remain standing for this entire song. Everyone must be standing. It is like our national anthem. Hands up.
This is Buttercup. Look there. That's Buttercup. This is Buttercup. I don't know what you're talking about. This is Buttercup. No. This is Buttercup.
is of critical importance you all remain standing.
Yo, Seth, I got something I have to tell you. Are you ready for this?
I may or may not have used Addie's towel at Carson Springs.
The song is not over yet. It's not over.
What's going on, guys? Today we are going to be showing you a little quick tutorial on audio problems. If your audio is not working, we're going to show you how to check that. First thing, you're going to want to check your roller coaster. See that? We don't want big roller coasters. We like tiny roller coasters. We want that to be as small line as possible. No audio still. Oh no. Flux capacitor. Got to check the flux capacitor. We're still not getting anything off my antenna. I want that sideways. One last thing, the Bermuda Triangle.
This is truly one of the greatest scenes in cinematic history. It's true.
I tell you, this one's wild. This one's wild.
I may or may not have fallen asleep on Kenny's in the box room. Yikes.
Yo, Seth, I have something I need to tell you again. And this one's a little bit more heavy on the heart.
This may or may not be my last year working with Crossing.
One thing about me is I hate clapping. Who claps? Are we 5 years old?
What do you mean?
If you can hear me clap once, if you can hear me clap twice, if you can hear me clap 3 times, no.
My bit is good to just eat. So.
Let me introduce you to the new and improved way that we snap. Right, Caleb? If you can hear me say cowabunga.
Cowabunga.
That's right. That's right.
To remind you all, tomorrow the upstairs bathroom will be closed.
If you can hear me say cowabunga.
You may all be singing now.
Seth, I have a real confession. This one's even bigger.
I may or may not have lead in my other confessions.
I don't really know.
So I want to teach you all some sign language. I've taught a few people some sign language, and I just want to take this time to teach everybody. So first we're going to go over some commonly used signs. So you might see often hello or my name, and then you spell your name H-A-N-N-A-H. My name is Hannah. This is what? So if I were to ask Seth, what's your name? It'd be something like that. Now these are some pretty common ones that you want to use. This is good, this is bad, this is thank you, and this is you're welcome. So we've talked about a couple ways to use these in sentences, but I really want to show you something that's really valuable. I think you'll end up using a lot. So we're going to talk about how to spell a name of somebody on this team that we have to refer to a lot. So we're going to say A-N-D-R-E-W. Now what does that spell, everybody? That spells Andrew. So we really just need to discuss, we just really need to get good at that, actually, before we do anything else. So everybody practice it with me again. A-N-D-R-E-W. Awesome job, guys. So that spells Andrew. So from now on, we're gonna make an A, and that's gonna be Andrew. So how do we refer to Andrew in sign language? Very good question. Andrew is very stupid. That's something you might find yourself signing a lot. I know I find myself signing that a lot. So Andrew is very stupid. Or Andrew is a very stupid girl. Sometimes that happens, and sometimes we find ourselves saying that. We also might find ourselves saying Andrew is bad at making popcorn. Or Andrew is bad at being friends. Andrew is a bad friend. Or my personal favorite, Andrew is a bad Jesus man. Andrew is a bad Jesus man. And the heresy jar can kind of fulfill itself in that. So I just wanted to take this time and really just teach you some things that you might find yourself using, really, really practical, really, really good examples And that's kind of what I want to leave you with at the end of the summer. So thank you so much for learning sign language with me today.
It's Miss Holly, and something that you may not know about me, and I know it's really hard, but I love bees. So we're gonna share a few facts about bees.
Got my hot cup of cocoa. I need my caffeine in the morning. What about a glow stick anchor?